Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel again. So this is for episode 5 I think. I think it's episode 5. Now let's just continue our story right now. So lately we're just fighting two bosses. So for today we will going for report to the Lord Redgrave.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
So let's go then.
Elizabeth.
I've
Elizabeth.
been formally asked to witness your trial.
But it's you.
Please forgive my giddy.
You said?
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed.
Maybe any settings.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lancebearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic? And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I did my best.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
I'm
It's time for you
listening.
to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Oh,
Recruit a new vampire. Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make
Aloysius Dawson.
the Econ he deserves to be.
I can't.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Are you questioning my orders?
No. It's just... I'm not sure I'm ready to have another progeny after what happened with my sister.
The rebirth of Aloysius Dawson is a necessary step in our campaign to ensure the safety of London.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go,
All right?
Why?
why...
Because he is about to die, and he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
To me, of course.
does he know...
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed.
Did he...
No, I did.
How would you like...
Don't worry. Aloysius...
You invited Lady Ashbury.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance.
Something of a bargain.
Goodbye.
Temple Church. Pretty far from here. Let's go then.
Are you all right?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I like your
I'd like
advice.
your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
I
To
do,
make
yes.
an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Wow.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage. and only capable of creating skulls.
I have more
Please
questions.
tell me more.
As long as you...
What would you have me do?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to
Separate
separate the
healthy
healthy
rich.
from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already.
Let the Reaper harvest
Let
the rotten
Reaper
fruit.
harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
That means kill him or eat him.
What would
I
happen
agree.
if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
Why so
Why
vindictive?
so vindictive?
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just...
Which is?
He did serve
Which
William
is?
Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny.
Oh.
His lineage is not so noble.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dear.
You know what to do, right? Kill him. His plan is it's very not good, you know, for the life. Like make a wall for wealthy. That's the point. The wealthy
It looks
man.
like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson...
What? Holy moly! What is that? Oh. Is a code?
It's locked.
Oh, it's a trap then. Hey, it's unlocked. Somehow. I don't know. What is that? It's a 4 of them. Ouch! Oh, let's try again. Oh yes.
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh, it's a quest. Damn, so little damage.
Disgusting asshole!
Stupid you!
How long are you gonna keep me locked here? Let me go, you bastard!
You safe?
Miss Teasdale,
Oh,
How
Tisdale.
do you know my name?
my name is Dr. Reed.
So my father really was looking after me.
I'm afraid so.
I suppose my jailer would...
Thankfully.
I must...
Goodbye.
Hey, there's a people around here.
Good evening, sir.
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from
Oh,
Scotland
detective from
Yard.
Scotland Yard.
And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Does he saying this?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
You know all
Do
your
you know
stores.
anything in...
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Just one phone call. Okay.
What
I'm
have...
all right.
Let's find some information about her.
I-
Then, what? Yeah.
What are you... Tell me about...
She's a wait.
Do you have...
No.
Do you need...
I'm a.
What are you investing?
I haven't.
Tell me...
She's a wait.
Do you have...
No.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight, I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed,
I have few questions for
I
you.
have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you...
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned for...
I'm the only vampire in the room for now, so please
Please indulge me.
All right, all right.
I will become your maker. Do you understand?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood
But
from
for
mortals.
mortals.
How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired.
But first, before you embrace immortality,
What would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to
Isolate
isolate
the rich from the poor.
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the...
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking.
As long as the right people are on the right side of...
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
I will kill you.
Don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy.
You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Is it done, Dr. Reed?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He did not survive the
He
procedure.
didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then.
Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit...
Oh, Bridget.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Tell
Lady
me.
Ashbury. You know her?
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her
Reminds
mind
me
is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Okay.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were
Oh.
discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose.
I shall return to my den.
Yes.
Tell her I love her.
Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go.
Discover blood capacity. Discover blood barrier. The maximum level. Let's go to maximum damage. We need more health, of course. Oh, too bad. Let's go for hell anyway. Okay, so everybody's not that there.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already? It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name.
I shall call you
I
Lisa.
shall call you Lisa. Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Him.
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood. McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
Aggravated damage. What's that mean? Okay, boss fights.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic.
What?
You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true.
First experiment?
Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
And he's drinking that? And he become vampire?
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
Rewan prevails!
Whoa! Reloading, reloading.
Come on, Reed. Try something else. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. True light will cleanse you. Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Shit! Holy shit!
Close your eyes.
Where's my items?
This is gonna hurt.
Fuck
Show
the
some
lights.
style. Fight like a man. If you're so innocent, why does simple life burn you so much? Who does marvels
Oh
against
my
mankind?
god.
I'll pin you down. Come on, Reed.
Try something else.
Okay, finally.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and
and
your
your
men
men.
hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I spare you.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you
For the mercy of you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go.
Yeah.
After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name.
Until the next time.
Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter. Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. I should find the key. Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind. Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
The internal bleeding.
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital.
He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong,
I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
I'm sure.
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
You're hiding
I
something.
think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No.
Her real name was Doris
Jones.
She was the daughter of
Oh, daughter of Harris Jones. My God.
What do you want me to say, John?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing
Yes.
Harriet Jones faked her own...
That woman was extremely...
Doris Fletcher visited
her mother at the Pembroke Hospital.
That's how she first got infected.
Oh.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms. Blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
What? You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
What?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know
I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
You're not going to die.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
Very well, then.
Prepare to die
And be reborn.
To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Antidote. Okay. That's all I think. The end.
It's locked, all right.
It's the end of the chapter 5.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth.
The worst, actually.
The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp.
I
I
resolved
resolved
that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him.
Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who
Would
would
have thought it?
And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she
She
became
became an Icar.
She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you.
Harriet Jones was the primary case.
Do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood
That
Edgar
is
used for his experiment
on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
So we got a new mission here. We need some new blood. So I think that's all for now. That maybe on the next day I will play for chapter 6. It's 6, right? Maybe 6. So I think that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment of what you think, and share to your friends. Goodbye.